If you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have. You don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put you.
How did we ever do it before?
Well,
I'll
give you an example.
We're going to make America great again by bringing in unlimited Indians. Frankly, Americans want too much money. They want to get paid actual wages. We can't have that. No. When you sit here and call Americans worthless, don't expect us to go along with your plans. This is why Nick Fuentes is becoming the new voice of young men, because he actually cares and talks about the issues that we also care about and what we also face. Not some billionaire that has no idea what a common person is going through.
And you can't afford to live here, then maybe you should not live here. I mean, that is a real thing. Yeah, I know that we've now grown up in a society that says that you deserve to live where you grew up. But the reality is that the history of America is almost literally the opposite of that. The history of America is you go to a place where there is opportunity. And if the opportunities are limited here and they're not changing, then you really should try to think about other places where you have better opportunities.
Now, if one were to say that about the Jews, do you think Ben Shapiro would accept that? Do you think that he would be okay with us saying, well, the history of the Jewish nation and the Jewish people are a stateless people that move where the opportunities are? They don't have a homeland. Because that would actually be historically accurate. Let's take my family, for example. We've lived in the same area since my family came here from Ireland. The road I live on is named after my grandpa's mom's maiden name. So, no, we aren't a people of just moving around with no ground to our community. All of my family is buried in the same graveyard for generations. So I'm supposed to just leave and look for what's better and forget about my family's history, the culture of where I came from. Why is that? Why do I have to do that? Did both of my grandpa's brothers go fight in Vietnam to make it so their kids can't afford anything, their grandkids can't afford anything, and are forced to be traveling fucking bums? Did my grandpa's uncle go and get killed on D-Day so that we could travel around and I could be poor and we could have nothing? Is that what they went and died for? Because at the end of the day, all that Ben Shapiro cares about is Israel. He doesn't give a fuck if America ceases to exist as long as Israel is getting financed and has power.